Hello and welcome to another episode of Nerd BS. We are episode 9 of season 4. I'm Alan, and we got Kyle and Chris here. I don't know why that went all over into my head. But yeah, another episode. We're streaming on Twitch too, and we're just kind of hanging out. But how you guys doing right now?
Feeling fine.
Feeling fantastic.
Good.
Oh,
I feel good
hey,
too.
He had to one up me.
Well, yeah, I mean, that backstage news was golden, man. You can't top that.
That is true.
You just cannot. And of course, I'm not going to put it into the podcast because that was shared with me in confidence. I know we did it on the stream. If you were not there, you missed it. It is what it is.
Yep.
But just know that hopefully in the future, I'll be able to talk about it more and share it with you guys. But just know that there is a great things happening in the world of Kay Bizzle. It's really nice. Chris, Kay Bizzle. Wow, I used my other name, but no, it's really good. It's habit, but it's man.
Yeah.
Happy.
Yeah,
that's good.
Great. Real world good
How are-
news.
How are you, Alan?
I'm doing great. I got a pretty nice day. Didn't have to do too much work and play Baldur's Gate most of the day, so it felt nice. It felt nice to just kind of just be real nerdy today. For most of today, I still had to do some stuff, but still, with our season starting up, it's like this weekend is our first. Like we're gonna be hitting every weekend again, so.
Oh boy.
So we move into the weeks, so it's moving forward.
Yeah, your busy season starting.
Yeah, so relax, enjoy it while you can.
I say oh boy because my family is winding down from school.
Yeah.
And work, and we're prepping to go on vacation. And I would assume Chris kind of is too with summer coming up. But
Yes.
Our seasons are reversed, so.
Yeah,
it gets tight. With
going in hard, and then I also have vacation too, so I'm setting up everything so I can leave. For a week. So that'll be. It'll be nice to be not here, but at the same time, I'm nervous because I won't be here. So I can't micromanage everything. I'm sure everybody else will love that, except for less hands, which is never good.
Yeah,
but. Beyond that,
I was gonna say bad comment, but
I'll
keep it.
You keep that one in your pocket. You're gonna keep it PG.
Well, you said less hands.
I gotcha.
We'll leave it there.
But I know we were talking about Star Wars for a little bit, and I'm excited. I love Star Wars. That's what I'm gonna put that out there in case anybody knows.
Spoiler alert.
Yeah, I know. But they had the Revenge of the Sith screenings, and I really wanted to go to one, but I didn't get one. Get to go. But I think somebody did here.
20th anniversary, baby. I had no idea it had been 20 years. So I was 19 when this movie came out. Originally, Revenge of the Sith, Episode 3. I don't know if you guys are familiar. Yoda. The
Muppet?
I was. Oh, I wish they had kept the Muppet version. Yeah. So I saw a trailer for it somewhere that they brought it back in theaters, and I have had that movie pass I talk about at Regal's, and I was telling you earlier, Alan, they got me. I went a whole month. I didn't see a movie. I was like, oh, you guys won. You won this month. And so Star Wars is kicking me off this month to be like, all right, I got to see at least 4 movies to get my money back, or my money's worth, I should say. So, because there hasn't been a lot.
Star Wars, Sinners.
Yeah, Star Wars, Sinners, Thunderbolts is coming out next week.
Okay.
And then I'll probably just see some other random. Oh, the other movie that was out was Happy Gilmore. They put back in theaters. Funny enough.
Aren't they making another one?
Isn't that the $5 one, right? Is that full admission?
I don't know. Okay.
He's a pay. He's a ticket. He's a.
That's true. That's true. Because as I know, Harkins does the every Tuesday is like $5 movie night. That's usually when I try to go.
Yeah, I did like that.
But it's usually an older film.
Yeah, they're doing it because the new one is coming out, like Chris said. They're doing a reboot, sequel? I don't know. I don't want to see a sequel.
I'm not excited for it at all. I'm not interested.
Yeah.
You're going to see it anyway, aren't you?
I mean, it's on Netflix, so I guess I don't have to pay extra for it. So
Netflix?
As far as I know, because
he owns Netflix. I mean, Netflix. All his movies go to Netflix.
It's part of the Netflix deal for Adam Sandler. Remember when they bought him? They bought like rights to his movies for 7 movies or something crazy. I don't remember what the deal was, but he's only done like 3 or 4, so he's still under contract.
Yeah, only it's a lot. And I think I like 1 out of those 4. Anyways, Revenge of the Sith. I saw it 20 years ago in theaters. I've watched it a couple times since then, but I haven't watched it in a long time. So I want to give a couple notes on it. First of all, it's really fun to watch it in theaters. Again, I had a lot of fun, right? There's a ton of action. Like the pacing between the dialogue and the action is great, just because there's so much action in that movie. But I remember as a 19-year-old, I was like, just get to the damn lightsabers already. Can we just get to the lightsabers? I'm sick of this talk. But now that I'm older and I was going to say wiser, not that, just more interested in like political discourse in drama movies and religious stuff. There's kind of some religious stuff with the Force, I guess you could say. I really enjoyed like the overall plot and kind of his fall into darkness, and it's done really well, except for the end. It gets really slow when Obi-Wan's talking to Padme, and then she gives birth to some characters we never heard of. And I actually left slightly early because it was a late showing. So I waited up until Darth Vader said no, and then I was like, okay, I know what happens.
I've seen enough.
Yeah,
I've seen enough.
I beat the traffic a little bit, because the other thing was that was the most
traffic.
That was the most packed I've seen the theater like since I've had this pass. Like it was legit, not like packed, but it was over halfway full. And usually at a 9 o'clock showing, it's me and like 2 other sweaty dudes, right? Like we're just, I don't know. That's what it usually is. So, and it was Monday night. So Monday night, over halfway packed. Like usually I get to pick the best seat in the house. I had to get the aisle seat. But now that movie's not perfect. There's a lot of cringe in it, but they make for some really good memes. And then they even had Hayden Christensen came on before. He did a little video where he says, "Enjoy the movie, blah blah blah," and then he said the line. He said the thing. He said, "This is where the fun begins." Oh, he said the thing. But he did the thing. Yeah. So, well worth my $26 a month subscription to the theater. I wish they'd put more Star Wars movies in the theater. I would go watch them. Just not the sequels. I'm not gonna watch those. I'm not even gonna waste a subscription pass for that. So, anyways, very fun. Go watch it if you guys if you're a Revenge of the Sith enthusiast. 20 years later.
All right. Yeah. It's probably one of the best. If it's the best prequel for sure.
Yeah, probably.
But that's not saying a whole lot. Fortunately.
I think the first episode 1 is like the most nostalgic for me, but it doesn't make it the best.
I'll give you that. It was like a bit. Well, I remember when it came out. Like I was a big deal.
We were so
hyped.
It
was so much hype. So I'll give you that. I didn't even realize how bad it was until like later. Yes, which exactly because of the hype was just so there, and also the Darth Maul scene. But yeah,
there's a lot of political discourse in episode 1, like more than there needs to be. Like for a kids movie.
You're really trying to drive it home.
Hey, we talk about the Trade Federation in that one. We got to know about tariffs a little bit.
It's come full circle.
Full circle.
Who knew?
But either way,
Simpsons did it.
Simpsons did it. There you go. Yeah. Well, we also have, besides Star Wars, which we all love and enjoy.
Yes.
There's also some blocky characters. What have you been up to, Chris?
Roblox.
Yearn
For the mines. No.
I hear the children yearn for the mines. That's what I keep hearing.
I yearn for the children.
The children yearn for the mines.
We don't talk about that. We don't talk about unpaid internship around here.
Oh my gosh.
No, yeah, I've delved back into Minecraft, not on purpose. As you may know,
and fall and it launched on your keyboard, your computer.
Yeah, like it was weird.
Oh, man.
You've seen that. That was a really weird thing. Yeah, it was like I clicked one button and all of a sudden it was like Minecraft, we're in it, and all of a sudden boom, house was built, and then it was like boom, automated farm, boom, automated paper farm, boom,
3 in the morning,
pickaxe. Oh my god, what happened to my sleep schedule? Like, I wonder why kids play this on their Chromebook at work. Like, it makes sense now. Like, I get it. It's like, what dopamine are they pumping through these colors and these blocks to make you want to continue to do more? I of course, you guys know by now, I do stream, and one of my buddies decided to start a community server where he spent some money and he pays some company to run the server full time. He was like, hey man, I know you're really into survival stuff, so can you just come in and kind of keep the hype rolling? I'm like, dude, it's Minecraft. I can't play Minecraft. He goes, why not? And I go, because it's extremely addicting. I know my personality, and if I play Minecraft, it's really gonna like mess me up. He's like, no, you'll be fine. Like, we're just gonna play vanilla, so there's not a lot going on. Because like vanilla Minecraft is really, I full disclaimer. Like, I did the whole like, like you kind of like a drug addict. You kind of look at it, you kind of wince. You're like, yeah, right. Like, come on, man. Like, I do not need to relapse. I'm doing so well. And then he goes, it's vanilla. And I'm like, all right, cool. If it's vanilla, like there's only so much you can do. The only real objective is like small dose. It's like a Schedule 1 drug. Like, it's just very low grade, like maybe some weed. Right. Now, we're not talking about we're not talking about crystal or the the stuff you pump in your veins. So I'm like, okay, it's vanilla. We're okay. Like, the only real objective to the game is get to the Ender Dragon, but no one really cares to do that. And you could really beat the game in like 20 minutes if you know what you're doing. Like, the game goes that quick. Outside of that, it's just like you're left to your own. Yeah, like how quickly you can build a Ender portal, get in there, find diamond. You know what I mean? Like, you could really speedrunners would beat the game in like freaking minutes. It's crazy. So if you're really focused on beating the game, you could really do it in a quick manner. But outside of that, the game is pretty freeform. Like, it's like a pile of Legos. You can do literally whatever you want, and if you don't want to do anything or everything at the same time. So I was like, it's vanilla. It's cool. There's not a lot of content here. Maybe build a house to like show like the newbies like what it's like, because people just build boxes and they start building stuff, and it's like it's not symmetrical, and they don't really plan their layouts out. Like, they just do random stuff. I'm like, let's just flex. Flex the build muscle, some veteran ship, but it went bad so very fast. So very fast. It went from like, I'm just gonna build a quick little house, right? Like a quick little house to like, it has to be this specific stone in this specific combination. Like, it's like, what is it called? Like, you know how when you paint your house, you put swatches down, like you just put like 5 or so. I put like 5 or 6 blocks down of like wood, of different color wood and different color stone against the backdrop of the wall, and I kind of like stared at it. Did the whole like lean back, put your hand on your chin, like like you're at the eye doctor. Is it A or B?
Yeah.
I think I like B. Okay, B or C. I still like B. Okay. C or A. You know what? A looks really good again. Like, I don't know. Like, so it became that obsession.
A Jack Black movie currently. This game that you're playing.
It became an obsession. And like I knew it would. Like I said, I throughout the disclaimer, I knew it was going to happen as soon as I touched it. I knew it. It was going to course through my veins. I knew it was going to upgrade itself. So like I said, I started Friday, played for probably 10 hours after work. I didn't go to bed until like, I don't know, 4 a.m. Saturday.
Oof, dude.
Yeah, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Are you
don't
able
do
to
that.
do it? Or was it hard?
I mean,
because I
do
can't.
anything you put your mind to, you know? It's fine.
See, I can't do it anymore.
That's quitter mentality.
Can't.
Yeah. Well,
I
believe in you.
I'll crash and burn. I was telling Alan, I tried to watch Andor. I started an episode at midnight, and it just, soon as next thing I knew,
it was 6 a.m.
Yeah, the sun was up. Yeah. Like,
what happened? So, and then rinse and repeat on like Saturday. But I'll let you know that I terraformed an entire, I don't know, 100 by 100 block, flattened it out.
Nice.
My house looks good. Don't have a roof yet. Still looking on good material for that. I have stolen some villagers for some unpaid internship. And then I got like 2 or 3 automated farms. Yeah, there's a lot of automation in the game, but it requires
that's right.
Some indentured servitude that may or may not be willing from and/or human and/or animal. Doesn't matter. Just know what's happening. Right. Yeah.
Just know I don't really know that game at all. So a lot of this
you're missing out.
Yeah, sounds like yeah. Yeah, come on over, man.
I mean, yeah. All of it's good. All of it's good. There's nothing like bad.
No, I know.
Good. It's just sometimes it's too good.
I do have
so much
a VR version.
I don't want that.
But I'm saying for me that sounds fun to me.
Man, you barely play sitting up. What do you mean you want to do VR? You barely play horizontal.
You can play laying down. You play VR.
Oh my! I can see your feet just kick. Yeah. No. I don't. No. But I will say that this will jump into my soapbox later. But I'll tease it that part of this summer I want to move back into hosting more community servers and survival games, like like paying companies to host the server. Right, you pay a company $20 a month and they hold the server up so that people can come in and out without you having to be logged in. So Minecraft is one of them because I started looking into some overhaul mods that completely changed the game, and one of them is, I think it's called Vault Hunters. So it kind of turns the game into like a Borderlands type situation where you're going into vaults, obviously, right? And you're looking for the loot inside. So it gives you more an objective. And part of that is you can have them for randomly generated or procedurally generated. And if you're on Twitch, there's an integration where people can it's kind of like a D&D type situation where they can summon monsters on you, change the way the layout, so stuff like that. So I thought it'd be really cool and interactive, but we'll talk about that later. So Minecraft. Yay. Oh, and then I guess there's a movie out at the same time. No relation. This is not a hashtag ad. There's no correlation. I do not intend on seeing the movie. No. Okay. My ghetto box may have it. So you know what?
Oh yeah. You know what's interesting? I went to look at the movies that are available. The official title is a Minecraft movie. So guess what movie pops up first every time you go searching for a movie? A Minecraft movie. Yeah.
Oh.
Which I did not realize. I thought it was the Minecraft movie, if anything. But no, someone thought, someone in that line, the chain of command went, well, we got to put, they got, remember the backlash for that movie before it actually succeeded? People were like,
did it succeed?
Oh, dude, it's about to hit $1 billion.
Oh yeah, it's bigger than the Mara movie now. The Mara Brothers animated film.
Yep.
Whoa. Well, I'm not surprised. Every little snot-nosed kid. Minecraft.
Yeah. Well, it also had the whole trend, like the whole meme stuff that was going on, which I think helped a lot.
Yeah,
people are going into all that stuff.
And just make every theater employee's life a living hell, where they throw popcorn all over.
Yeah, I did see that. Yeah, I saw the popcorn.
Yeah, it was pretty nuts.
So, Yeah, they're making money. But before, remember when the trailer dropped, it got dumped on. Like people were saying it's looked bad, and yeah, you know, someone, I think at that point, I bet, and I could be totally wrong. I'm just speculating. Someone was like, we better put it as A, so that when people search for it, it's the first movie on every app. Oh, A Minecraft. Oh yeah, let's go. Jack Black. Let's go. Okay. That's just me. That's something I would do, right?
Yeah, it's not a terrible tactic. I mean, I just don't feel like Minecraft needs it, but at the same time, still not a terrible tactic.
That's what I was thinking. I don't know if Minecraft needed that extra.
Well, I don't think. I agree.
Do you think it was because the movie's good, or is just because Minecraft is great, like the game in itself?
It's because of the memes, man. It's a meme machine.
I think it's a combination, honestly. I think that because my son wants to see it too, because he's a big Minecraft head, and yeah, so I think it's just a little bit of both. He's not into he doesn't really care about the memes and stuff. Like we laugh about them, but he doesn't really care about them as much. He just wants to see the film.
Yeah, I can't argue. Like I said, I know nothing about the game. I haven't actually played
maybe
it.
This is your chance. You can jump on Chris's live server.
Yeah.
And become
my nephew,
big old Minecraft head. Yeah. You could play this thing on a toaster.
You available at 2 a.m.? Can I hop in?
It's I don't have to be
24 hours, right? Yeah.
Yep. I don't even have to be. I don't have to be on to play. It's a live. At that point, it's a live service.
At 2 a.m. That's what I. Are you
give me like 27 days.
You got Breezy into this too? She in there? She's in on this?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. She said join.
Dude, Minecraft is so versatile. I mean, I know when I started getting to D&D and doing virtual tabletops, there was people utilizing Minecraft for virtual tabletop. They were using it for virtual tabletop for D&D.
Oh,
which is freaking crazy.
That's kind of cool.
I thought about it for a bit before I found, way more feasible options, but still really cool platform to do stuff like that.
Valheim. There's a Valheim movie. Bottom shelf.
There's a Valheim
I'll wait for the Valheim movie.
I don't know. Is that the Dota style game? I don't know what Valheim is.
Oh, it's a game.
Valheim is
the way they're
game,
making a movie.
Yeah.
Seriously? I mean, Valheim is just like mythology.
Oh, it's another survival game. Okay, I remember this. We talked about it a while ago.
I mean,
every
think of freaking God of War. There you go. It's the same type of mythology and stuff like that. So I mean, it's about Valheim. It's like you're just making another Viking movie. Chill. Like, all right.
Thor.
Relax.
Thor.
Another Viking movie.
Down. 5? It's just Vikings. We're done with them.
Are we?
Wow.
Ladies love Vikings, man.
I'm sorry. Yeah.
Ladies love
the Viking
Vikings.
The Viking hype has kind of died down. There was a spike there, right, with all the shows and everything.
Yeah, yeah, it comes and goes for sure. It's one of those many things. But I've been playing Baldur's Gate 3 since the patch 8 came out. So I've been
you back in, huh?
Yeah, it got me right back in. So here's what happened. All right. So I have D&D every Thursday. And so last Thursday, my buddy was not feeling well, which was unfortunate. So I was about to finish our campaign, our small campaign. So I said, you know what? We're going to have to finish it next week because I wanted everybody to be there. But I really like meeting up with you guys. So why don't we just meet up and do something else? And so we started talking, and Baldur's Gate came up. And so we're like, well, why don't we get together and do Baldur's Gate? So we got 4 of us together that could make it, and we all did a multiplayer game on Baldur's Gate. Somebody was new, they had never played, but they owned the game. So we started their game, and we started going with it. And then we had a great time. It was very, very mild, and it was also on the lower difficulty, so it was just a very fun time. But after that, I couldn't stop thinking about it. So the next day, I pulled up my save that I hadn't beaten yet because I had beaten it once, but I had a dark urge playthrough that I hadn't beaten yet. So I went through and I went to the end. I finished everything at the last 2 trophies I was on that one to do. And then after I finished that, what was that?
I said you made it to Valheim.
I made it to Valheim. And then after that, I was like, okay, well now I finished this one. And so I started contacting people to figure out who wants to play. I think I even talked to Kyle for a little bit. I was like, you got it? What's going on?
A bit of a story there, but yeah.
Something like that.
So, okay, real quick. He texted me. He said, you want to play tonight? And I said, I do. The only problem is I haven't even opened. I have the disc, right? I have it on a physical game. I haven't even opened it. And I know there's a patch out. It's a big patch. So, and Alan texts back, okay, get it, install it, and then let me know when you're ready. Well, I, think, the lazy person I am and not realizing the size and scope of the game, decided to put it in at a reasonable hour. But it is literally, what did I say? Like
4 discs.
Several.
4 discs.
It's 4 disc game on Xbox Series X.
So
Series X.
For those that don't know, discs, majority of disc games, the game is no longer on the disc. So when you're purchasing a disc for your console, most likely, there are some exceptions like Baldur's Gate, most likely that is just going to give you a very base version, if any version, and then you have to download the rest of it. Whereas Baldur's Gate, they put the entire game on there. So it may not have like the current patch because it's, it can't.
Right.
But if you get to a point where you just want to play it and you don't have internet connection, you install it with the discs, the entire game, it is a playable full game available to play. So
that's old school. I respect it.
Right. I do too, but I did not know that because I literally hadn't even broken the seal. And so I open and I go, oh no, I didn't even know that you could do 4 discs on a Series X game. So I put disc 1 in and I go, let me just see the time. And, first you have to install the game, which is over 100 gigs. And then on top of it, you have to download the patch, which is bigger than the game itself. So I was like, sorry, bud.
Not tonight. Rain check.
Yeah. So I did feel bad because I thought, it'll take an hour. I'll be on a little late. Nope, it's not tonight. So it's ready. I'm ready now.
We'll have to try soon because I'm having a great time. I got our honor mode, which is the hardest difficulty with permadeath. I've got Tomas used to be on here, and then my brother, and then another buddy of ours. I'm trying to get back into our honor mode, and also I just said screw it and started my own honor mode because I'm gonna do it. I gotta keep playing. It's
tired of waiting.
It's like your Minecraft. You can't stop. So and then also my son was interested, and he hasn't beat it either. And so I asked him if he'd want to just do the couch co-op, which I completely forgot was a thing, which actually works really well. We did, So it has a great couch co-op, which does the split screen, and then it actually combines to one screen when you're near each other. So you could separate and then go back into one screen.
Oh, cool. I love it.
Yeah.
I did not know that.
And so we've been doing that one, and it's really good. They did a really good job with the same console multiplayer too. I was a little upset because I for some reason I thought I heard it had more than 2-player, and so I got really excited because it's 4-player online, but only 2-player, same console.
Sure.
So I set up my whole family. My wife was going to join us, but then we found it was only 2-player, and I felt bad. But then after she watched it for a little bit, she's like, "Yeah, I'm not going to play this game." Because it's turn-based. It's turn-based strategy, which is not for everybody. As Chris has said in the past, he's not a huge fan of it. So I get it.
Quick question: I'm asking for a friend. How would it be? What would it be like playing on a phone if I were to stream it through a phone? Asking for a friend.
I mean, while it is fully placed, I wouldn't recommend it personally. But that's just I don't know. I just feel like. I mean, I have thought about it. I feel like if it was on like a size of like a Switch, I could get behind it. Like I've thought
little
about purchasing a
tablet.
Steam Deck just to play it to go, but
Yeah, Steam Deck. I
a
could see
phone
it.
though.
Yeah, I could see it working on the Steam Deck. And again, asking for a friend, so
Of course,
I
of
guess I'll
course,
have
of course,
to-
of course.
No,
guess I'll have
yeah,
to be
absolutely.
Setting up for this one. Anyways,
Oh.
sorry. Continue.
No.
About your
Anyways,
Baldur's Gate.
that's pretty much all of it. I've been having a blast with it as usual. I'm playing with the new classes. I've got a arcane archer going and a death cleric on with my son. And I was playing with my friend in the D&D game. I made Kiru from the Like a Dragon or Yakuza series in the game as a monk because I thought it'd be fun. And that's when I learned. So the create a character system is not like super in depth, which actually I do prefer. It's in depth enough, but it's not too much, so you don't get overwhelmed. Like the colors and stuff are going to be the most. But that's when I learned that there isn't a Southeast Asian face
Race. No.
for humans, which I was like, seems like an oversight. But that's just I don't know.
Maybe on purpose. Maybe like I know it's all fantasy, but like
it's elsewhere. There are Southeast Asian faces elsewhere, but on the human male specifically, there wasn't.
Maybe that was just like they would need a 5th disc if they put that in.
We gotta cut something. We can't send 5 discs. This is getting too expensive.
Yeah, they really just shoved them in there in the case. It's just in sleeves. I was kind of surprised. They didn't even give me like a custom case that would hold 4 discs. No. We'll put them in sleeves and they're in there. So
mine has the plastic insert. Pretty sure. I'll have to check it.
What for PS5?
Did they cheaped up for Xbox? Yeah, I got PS5 though, so I'm wondering if they.
I mean, it's a
maybe
Xbox.
Does Xbox have any other multi-disc games at all?
No.
I didn't even know they still did that.
So maybe they just don't have
I was
it.
super excited.
Maybe they shouldn't have like the case to give them for.
I've never seen it. So.
I know PlayStation has some.
Yeah.
Besides this one.
So. I'll get in there. I'm gonna be newbie though.
Let me know when you want to get in. I'll play with you. I'll love to play with you. Because I can even jump in as I do with my son because I let him play. I don't even make a character. I just pick one of the companions, and I just go in and play the companion.
Oh.
That way, cool. I let him. It's his story, and I'm just along for the ride. Which I still enjoy doing.
Love it.
But anyways, that's it. I hope we can play more. It's fun.
The only thing is, I will have to cancel my GameFly subscription once I start that game. I feel like at least for a month.
That's true.
Yeah, because I feel like that will be all consuming.
Yeah, it can
be. And my GameFly, I'm on game 3 of my free trial. Yeah.
Okay.
And so we talked about Bleach, trash, and then I got El Paso Elsewhere, which was a Max Payne clone that came in for PS5. And it is straight up Max Payne, like literally, like the dialogue sounds like Max Payne, like he talks all monotone, like I woke up and I needed more pills and I needed more gun. So I was like, okay, it's just that's cool. I like that game. I like Max Payne, but you're shooting like vampires on this one, and I really liked it overall. The only thing I didn't like is that it's like PS1 graphics. Which is kind of like
that's rough.
worse than the original Max Payne because that game came out on PS2 and Xbox. So
and it was pretty rough even on PS2.
Yeah. So his face is very blocky and very just like smudged, and if that's how like indie companies got to make games, I get it. Cool. I'd rather that than nothing. I'd rather have that. I'd rather have a fun gameplay experience with some PS1 graphics than them not make it or take 5 years or whatever it makes. You know what I mean? So it's fun. I did not finish it because I really want to get the most out of my free trial with this GameFly thing. And so I sent it back, and they're pretty quick. I think within like 4 days I got the next game, which was the Nintendo World Championships on Switch, which is essentially... Yeah, you remember when this came out? It came out last summer.
I don't remember it coming out for Switch, but continue. Yeah, I remember this game on the Wii U, and I remember it on the 3DS.
That's what everybody thought it was going to be, right? I don't know if you can see the picture for it here. I put the video up there.
That's I put it on. Remix. I turned it on. I'm watching it right now.
You're thinking of the NES remix.
Oh, I think you're right. Yeah, I am.
This is you're paying to learn how to speedrun, right? You're buying a game to learn how to speedrun. This game is all about speedrunning. So they take like little tiny snippets of Nintendo games and they go, okay, do your best, get the best time you can, and that gives you, ranks like up to S tier. And so they have everything from Mario Brothers 1, 2, and 3 to Excite Bike and Kirby and all that, where you just take in random snippets. The first one's like, get a mushroom. And then you do it and you're like, oh, I got A. Wait a minute. Let me try again. Oh, I got A+. Right, let me see if I can do better. Okay, A++. And you're literally just doing this like 3-second get a mushroom segment, and then 30 minutes later, I finally get S tier. On what I didn't get S tier on that one, but I got it on another one. I was like, oh shoot, I spent 30 minutes on this tiny segment of a game, and I was like, this is fun, but it's not for me, right? Like, I don't want to spend another hour or two on one 10-second speedrun segment. So I like it. I really wanted to try it, and that's why I like GameFly. Is that you get these games in and you go, oh, okay, cool, not for me. Send it back, But I've been wanting to try it since it came out. I just haven't had a chance to. So, to me, that game feels like a $20 game. If I'm being honest, I feel like this should have come out as $20.
Is it full retail?
It's not full, but I think it's a $40 or $50 game. And then they have a
Nintendo, man.
Yeah, exactly. Just purchase product, consume it, and purchase the next one. So, yeah, I'm glad I rented it. Well, it said to keep it was like $50. So GameFly has this thing where if you rent it and you really, really like it and you just want to keep it, you could just pay the remainder. It was like $50, I think, to keep it. I was like, yeah, no thanks. So I'll be sending that extra back tomorrow. Yeah.
So that means it's close to like 60, or I don't know how much you pay for GameFly.
No, it's like
because you have a free trial, right? So you're not paying by rental. I'm curious what the difference is.
You pay a subscription, so I think it's like they have tiers, but mine's like the $18 tier. You would pay the retail price, the remainder of the retail price, or whatever. It's not coming off your subscription. You're just paying.
Okay, I got you.
Whatever they have it at, whatever retail.
Yeah, but then they send you like the case or anything. I mean,
they do. They do. You will get the original case for it and all that. So.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah. You don't just get a loose disc or cart for full retail price. Yeah.
I would be really annoyed. Yeah, it's like.
Yeah. I've bought a lot from GameFly over the years, and they're like, what they do is they just send you the disc rentals, but if you buy it, it's basically it's almost new, right? The shrink wrap is missing, so everything I bought from them is just open, so it's in good condition. I'll say that. Whatever you buy from them is in good condition. Yeah,
it's good. They probably have those nice like polishers too for the discs and stuff that they need too.
Right.
Nice.
Yeah, so far everything's been in great condition. Everything I've bought, everything I've rented. I like it.
They send it to you. I'm imagining like a Netflix envelope. Is that what it's like, or is it a little better than that? Is it
exactly like that?
I guess it's mostly Blu-rays and cartridges.
Netflix used to send Stuff in envelopes?
Oh
What?
boy,
Chris.
am I showing my age?
No, I'm kidding. It's just
Okay.
It has been a minute.
A long time. It used
They
to be
still
a
have
thing.
that. I thought they just got rid of the service too recently. Netflix.
Yeah, my sister they were grandfathered in. They you couldn't join for like a decade, right? But if you had it, they kept it going for like another 5 years. My sister they're like, we got grandfathered in, we're keeping it as long as we can. So they were getting movies up until a couple years ago, I think. I was like, yeah, cool. I would do the same thing, but
Was it like
movies
cheaper or something?
They just had it. I think it was the principle, like, we have the subscription. And
You know what?
It anymore.
Yeah, because it runs off of rental rules at that point, where as long as you don't only have to own the disc, you don't have to have the rights or anything. So,
right,
with like streaming, they have to have the rights, whereas the disc, they can't. If as long as they have the disc, they don't. Yeah, they could keep renting it. So you can get movies and stuff that wouldn't be on the streaming service. Is what would happen.
Yeah,
which would be nice. I could see the benefit.
I think it's all gone now. Red boxes are gone. I don't know if you guys noticed that.
Yeah, I haven't seen that. Yeah.
I've saw one. It's shut down, obviously, but there's one at the Circle K near me, and I'm like, I've seen people on Reddit just go and then take them. I'm like, what are you doing with them, though?
Well, because they went bankrupt. Yeah, so they went bankrupt and went out of business, and so nobody was like, because there was people who were buying movies or like going and just getting movies because they were still active, but the money wasn't going anywhere.
Yeah. Well, but so what do you do with the red box giant like refrigerator sized thing, right? Like,
yeah, they probably want you to. They probably the company is probably that, like at the Walgreens or whatever, is probably like, please somebody take it. We don't want to deal with this.
I guess you could have it.
We're gonna have to hire somebody to take this out of here, to take it to the dump.
Yeah, and people are like excited to get it, and I've seen the post. I'm like, yeah, but you must not be married, because if I brought that home, I'd be sleeping on the couch.
Right out of the garage. That is not going in the garage.
Yeah. It's either that or your car has to park outside now. So, I'm really curious. I would love to see like what people actually do in these things. Like,
yeah, well, I'm wondering what the purpose would be. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Can you get it up and running like a jukebox or something? Strip it for parts.
I guess you could. And I guess like I get like people have those big display pieces for like Nintendo and stuff. I can understand that, but like Redbox, you have that much nostalgia for Redbox? That's what you wanna.
Nintendo's still a company.
Yeah,
they're still up and running. So Redbox thing.
It's silly. It's a silly system.
So, anyways, my next game, I think I'm going to try Dragon Ball Sparking Zero for my GameFly subscription.
Ooh.
So I'll get back to you on the next.
That's what my son loved that game. I played it for a little bit. I did not buy it because I started playing it. My son's copy, and I was like, yeah, I've done this before. This is like the Tenkaichi games. It's like the same thing.
Can I just get the daily daily games then? Can I?
I think he got it digitally though. Unfortunately, yeah. Unfortunately, we have swapped primaries, so I can play his games. He can play my games, stuff like that. But yeah, it's good. It's a good game, but it's the same. It's the same thing. In a good way. It's definitely upgraded and stuff, but personally, I wasn't gonna put a bunch of time into it. Is all I felt like.
Yeah, so. I heard the player base dropped off quite a bit.
Yeah.
For it too.
For what?
It got
Sparking Zero.
So it's not balanced. It's what the big problem is. It's not balanced at all, intentionally. Mm-hmm. It's not supposed to be balanced. Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan Gogeta is not supposed to be able to, be beaten by Yajirobe. Like people found ways around it and would make interesting teams and stuff, but at the end of the day, what it came down to was a bunch of people playing the same characters because they were the strongest characters, and then that was it. Trying to get that high rank. I think it just kind of fell off.
UI Goku all day, every day, baby.
Yeah, UI Goku is one of them. Actually, it's one of the big boys.
UI Goku and Yearn. Yeah, I remember that.
Yearn's another one too.
Yeah,
that would get boring.
You would just run into into the same people over and over again. And then there was that Chaozu cheese that everybody was doing.
Yeah, for a bit. I think they fixed it. Also, Yajirobe was able to give sensu beans, which was like a big deal.
Oh, that's awesome.
But remember, it was fun at the beginning. I watched a lot of streamers. It was fun seeing with them and stuff. But
remember Fighter Z though, when that came?
That's a good one.
I feel like that game's a little bit more balanced, and I like that style better for fighting games.
Mm-hmm.
But another reason for GameFly is that I just want to play Sparking Zero. I don't want to pay $50, $60 if I don't like it. And be like, I put 10 hours in for $60.
Waste of money. Blah.
Yeah. So,
well, I agree. Yeah, no, I 100%. That's why I didn't buy it, because my son was getting it, so I was like, well, I'm not gonna bother then. But that's just for me, and I wouldn't have gotten it. I would have waited till it's on sale. I haven't even watched it because I'm not really interested in getting into it right now. But anyways, we're gonna move on. We're gonna move on to with some quick final thoughts of Daredevil. Why don't we start with Chris? What
is it over?
So this is the first season. So the first season just ended.
Oh, first season of
Born Again. Yeah. Well, Born Again. So it'd be the fourth season, but it's technically the first season of Born Again. We got one more season coming. I think it comes out next year.
Spoilers? Are we doing spoilers or no? I'm fine with it. But
let's not do spoilers, because we won't do spoilers.
Okay.
But how'd you like it, Chris? I know I hyped it up at the beginning, then you jumped in.
Middle was extremely slow. I don't think they needed to do that much.
Yeah.
We kind of understood that there was going to be some sort of, I guess it's not a spoiler because it's pretty straightforward, that there was going to be some sort of heel turn, right? Like there was going to be a dramatic shift to business as usual in some way, shape, or form. It's like you didn't have to you didn't have to pretend like, is he going to ever, it's like, come on, like, what are you doing here? Like we know what's happening. Like, you don't need to draw it out for 3.5 episodes. You didn't have to do all that. So that's kind of where I was like, if you were going to do a cool or innovative or different type of like character arc, do it right away. But when you know that this is what the show's about and that person's going to make that decision anyway, it's like, why do what you did? Like, why do it for so long? Like, there's so many other things you could have done. And I felt like the last 2 episodes felt like the original season. Like they finally got back to that healthy balance. And I think that's what that show needed, and why the show did so well, is that they balanced the everyday life, but their heroism or the towing the line type duality. Like they did a very good job of that in that first block of it, and that's why everybody wanted it to come back, because it was like, actually it felt real, right? It was that actual back and forth of, man, that's actually a tough decision. Like, what would I do, and what's going on here? So when they finally got back to that, it felt good, but I think it just took too long to get there.
I can
total 10?
9.
Oh. I don't like that. Give me an even number of episodes. But I know a lot of.
Besides the 9,
8 to 10 it's fine.
I loved it, but I can understand what you're saying, and I get it. I did feel it did slow down quite a bit in the middle. I think it was a good slowdown. That was a good burn, a slow burn. But it definitely needed that time, I think, to grow. But also, you definitely could see that it was a show that was being made before somebody came in and said you have to do it different. And I like
really
the specific.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Fair.
Specifically,
okay.
the bank scene, the bank episode, which is like in the middle of the season. You could tell that was like an isolated episode that they had made beforehand, and it wasn't. I don't like they just did. I don't know. I didn't feel like it was directly connected to anything. It just kind of was an episode.
Huh.
If anything, that would be the closest to filler we got. It wasn't a bad episode, but it was just I didn't feel like it was really connected to much. But yeah, when it was I think that's a good point. When it was good, it was great. But when it was a little slow, it you kind of wondered if it was going to get better. So, but my son did not watch the original series, and he seemed to enjoy it without that background information. So
that's fair,
which is good.
Yeah,
and
so
I'm excited for next season too.
That does seem tough, right? Because I think whoever made it had to walk that line, right? Because you can't just assume that everyone that's going to watch it knows the full backstory.
Yeah.
Right. So much time has passed. You got to figure well, the new people are coming in, so we have to find that balance. And I've never written a TV show or anything really for that matter, so I can't imagine that kind of a challenge. I mean, I've written papers in college, but that doesn't count. So yeah, you guys didn't really sell it to me. I'm not gonna lie. Punisher. Breezy in chat was mentioning about Punisher. I was like,
yeah, Punisher's in it, and when he's doing his Punisher stuff is great. They did really. I would almost say some of the stuff seemed more. I almost feel like they went over the top with the gore at a certain point because there wasn't a lot in the show. Because they're like when in the slower times they didn't really have a lot of the combat. So when it did come up, I think they're like trying to make up for it.
Yeah, that's what it was like you said. Like I was saying, that gritty style is what really kept you in. And you're like, oh crap, we're how many episodes in? Oh, we're only good for 9. Oh crap. Let's go. Because it does hit. It hit heavy the last like 2 or 3.
More blood.
It does. Nuts. Yeah, because it's like a situation you're watching it, you're like, okay, it's about to go down, and you're like, oh my god, like oh my god, like okay, like whoa, because it does jump right into it. It didn't ease us into it, definitely did not. It just kind of force kicked you right into it, right in the chest. You're like, okay, I mean, I appreciate this, but like you said, for the people that watched before, you're like, where the heck was this? And then for the new people coming in, they're like, wow, like we're really going after it. It's like, yeah, it's almost like the new people watching that. Well, like your son, like I now need to go back and watch everything before that. You're like, oh man, that's really good. It's like, yeah, like that's what we were looking at. Like that's what made us want it more and like bring our characters back. Like we literally fought for those guys to come back. Like we need, if you're gonna do it again, it has to be the same people or don't do it at all. If it's not the same people, don't touch it. Right? It's like if you're not gonna give us the same people, leave it alone, please.
Do you mean like the actors or the characters?
The actors. I think
people were super adamant about the same Daredevil, the same Punisher. Like if you're gonna give us it again, you have to keep it the same people or leave it alone.
Now Disney is flirting with the idea of bringing more Defenders back, and I think if they do, they got to do it quick though, because these people are in their 40s, and they got to start getting on this, because we all want our Luke Cage back. Long, right? We want I want our Jessica Jones back, and
I think you're alone in that one.
I don't think I'm alone.
You're probably alone.
Someone's out there who loves Jessica Jones like I do.
Yeah. But she's like the female. She's like the female Nicolas Cage. Just no affect. Just nothing. Just dead inside. It's like that's acting.
Well. Danny is the only one I'm hesitant about, but I think Danny did. The character played Danny fine. It was the show was not great, unfortunately. Well, thank you, Breezy. I enjoyed Jessica Jones too.
Speaking of casting, though, there's another show out with some with some casting hot button topics here.
Yeah, I don't understand what's with the hot buttons on this. I don't get it. I don't see what the issues are.
Are we talking about the Fantastic Four? No, I'm kidding.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, that actor, yeah, the actor in the Fantastic Four. I mean, he's in everything.
Oh, he
right
is
now.
in both. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah,
I think what Colin's trying to transition us into, we're
I
talking about Last
tried.
of Us season 2.
I tried,
Spoilers though. Spoilers. This is a spoiler section.
Yeah,
So
heavy.
you haven't seen it.
Spoiler?
Yeah, we're
Oh,
spoiling.
we
Well,
gotta-
I guess. Yeah.
I've
we
been
got
waiting.
to.
What rock have you been under if this is a spoiler? What?
Um,
What rock?
all right.
How
Are
big
we
is
going
that rock?
we got all 3 because technically there's a new episode this Sunday that I watched. So
Yeah. Oh, we're doing all
wait,
3,
there's-
baby.
we're doing all 3.
Three- I've only
What?
done.
What,
I've only done.
Chris?
I've only done 2.
Dude. Well, but you know what we're talking about, right? You know what happens.
Yeah. You're not like spoiling me. Like, oh my god, I can't believe that happened. And what we're doing this now? It's like, no, I'm aware.
That's-
But
okay.
there's really 3 episodes. Seriously?
Yeah, every Sunday, dude. Sunday.
Don't do that. Don't do that. Why'd you say it like I'm so? Duh, idiot. Every Sunday. I didn't know. I
Yeah,
watched 2
well,
on. I watched
It
2
says
on.
it. It says it on the intro. What,
You think I watched the
your box
intro?
don't tell you? Your box don't tell
Either
you?
way.
Yeah.
Either way. So I don't understand. I guess I don't understand what you're getting at. But we all know what happens.
What?
I mean, especially if you've played
Oh.
the game as well. So this is all. I hadn't played the game. I have never played the games except for I played a little bit the first one before. I didn't want to play any further. But yeah, so we know Pedro's character Joel has a series of
nine
unfortunate
iron.
events.
9 ironed to the dome.
It's pretty brutal. It's
What-
pretty
what-
brutal. This was
So-
my wife leaned over to me and said this was like about as bad. So when oh my goodness, what is his name on Walking Dead? When Glenn died.
So
Yeah,
Yeah.
when Glenn
That's a
died,
good-
we stopped watching. Basically, is what
Yeah,
happened.
so
we were done.
I want to get into that because
Yeah.
I think a lot of people are going to be done watching it. But they changed technically how he was killed with a golf club, but it wasn't the same as in the game. So
Correct.
you guys haven't played the game, right? Neither of you have
No, I have
played. So
especially not.
So
two.
I've been waiting to talk about this since 2000, whenever the heck the stupid game came out. And he gets killed with a golf club in the game and in the show, but in the game she like golf clubs him. Like she takes him, tees off on him. That's how he ends up dying. In this one, she stabs him. And there is I don't want to give away the rest of the plot because I don't know what they're going to do. But there's a reason for that because in the game, Abby's super buff. And so it's different, right? And there's a whole bunch of reasons and speculation as to why the actress in the show isn't buff. Whatever. We can get into that if you guys want. It's interesting that they're going down this route. And I'm curious to see where they go with it. Kind of, but it's interesting they changed that, but they didn't say why did they push this off? They knew this was coming. They should have pushed this off a couple more episodes because they knew people are going to be mad, and there's a lot of people mad about it.
Yeah, I don't know why they did it. I'm with you. I would say you.
Does it not happen like
Most
this
people
early in the
knew.
game?
Oh, it's the tutorial.
Game 2.
So it needs to be.
Game two
So it
is-
does need to be at the beginning, right?
But they change other stuff, so why can't they just change the timeline a little bit on this one? But
Yeah, because
'Cause
game 2 is the tutorial, right? Like the whole tutorial mission is, and they changed a bunch of stuff. Like he was supposed to be with his brother, which
yep,
dictates like
supposed
how
to
the
be.
rest of the like the show or the game goes, because you're basically brother
Yeah.
and like uncle daughter like throughout the game
So-
and things like that. So like it's really I
Yeah.
noticed some of those too, those stark differences. I was like, why did they change that? Like why is his brother not there? What's happening? Like why? So
right. He was with Dina instead of his brother. on this one. And in the game, his brother immediately takes off before Ellie does. And again, I don't want to spoil it, but he's ahead of Ellie in the game going to Seattle at this point. But in the show, he's still in, like, I don't even know if he's going to leave. I don't know. So that's what I'm saying. Like, they took all these liberties in changing the story quite a bit to why couldn't they just change the timeline of this happening?
Do you think that they did this because of the negative reaction of Last of Us 2 game? Like, maybe they're trying to change it
maybe
in a way, in a positive way, to try to fix whatever story they did.
Well, they screwed up. They screwed up.
Well, we don't know. It's still really early, though. We have what? How long is this supposed to be? 9, 10 episodes? What was the first one? 8?
Yeah,
I don't remember.
I swear, if it's 9, again, I am out. If it's 9.
9. I'm gonna look it up.
You already know that as soon as that character passes away is what really hurt 2. The second game that hurt, and then people kind of play it through because you want revenge for what happened at the beginning, and that's what they were trying to invoke, is like, that's why it happened so early in the game. It's supposed to piss you off. You're supposed to want to go on this journey to get your revenge, not necessarily as the protagonist, but as you as the player. Is like, screw that. Like, I made this connection with this guy in the first game, and you do this to me. Like, I'm coming after you. Like, this is personal.
So season 1 had 9 episodes. Just to let you know, Kyle. Season 2
I hate it.
Has 7 episodes. So it's actually gonna be short.
Wow. Okay. Wow. They're gonna that's.
And then that means they're gonna cliffhang the crap out of us, and we gotta wait another 2 years for them to finish it.
That's right.
Oh my god.
Oh, are they splitting this one? Are they splitting the second one in 2?
Yeah. They
obviously they can't get it. They're not gonna get it done.
Is it a longer game?
Much.
Okay.
Much longer.
There you go.
Much longer.
Because you do both sides. You do Ellie and Abby. You do both. You're developing both of them over the years that transpire until they finally meet.
Are we gonna get that in this too? Is that the plan? Is we're gonna start getting some episodes with Abby?
Yes.
Oh, okay. For sure. I bet the next one will be.
As an outsider looking in and not knowing anything of the story so far,
you knew what happened to Joel.
I am loving it. I think it's fantastic. I've had no issues with it so far. I was perfectly fine with Joel getting killed. I thought that him only being there a season. Yeah, I was fine with it. I'm fine with people dying. It doesn't bother me. People die. I mean, look at Sean Bean's character in Game of Thrones. That was a very great thing. I mean, story-wise, it's a good thing for the story. It's going to grow the characters.
When did that happen?
And
let me ask you that. When did that happen?
When Ned Stark? I don't remember exactly.
Was it end of the season or?
I thought it was the end of the season.
I thought it was end of 2. Was it? You got to season 2, didn't he? At least.
No, I think he died in the first season.
Oh, really? Well, we all know Sean Bean.
Yeah, he was beheaded at the end of season 1. So
that's the thing. Like, I get what you're saying, Alan. I didn't like it in the game.
I hated it.
I don't like it in the show because you play as him in the first game. Like, you are only him. Well, no.
I would argue that would make you more connected to the character.
Episode 9. You know those 9s.
I know. Yeah, that episode 9. So I retract that last statement. But you play as Joel, and I said this. So we were talking about it on one of my Whatnot streams when I was selling games, and people get very, very heated about this. But when I first played Last of Us, the first game, I was very conflicted with Joel's decision to save Ellie. Very conflicted. I was like, man, she could have saved a lot of people.
So
killed
dumb.
people. Right. But now
dumb.
But now that I have kids, I go back and watch it and look at it and go, well, you know what? Well,
It's a hard decision. That's like the whole point. Yeah, I get it.
right.
That's like the whole point. Yeah.
Well, yeah, and so that's what I'm saying. Like, so now, and I always liked Joel. I didn't like what they did with him. Also, just in a story way, like they could have dragged it out more, right? They could have built up to that, but again, I don't want to give too many spoilers because you haven't played.
I
would
appreciate that. Yeah, I'm trying
and
to.
The rest of it, you probably don't know what happens, right? You know the big one, which is what happened. Joel dies, but I don't think it's the best story, especially compared to the first game. It's not nearly as good, so I don't like it. I'm surprised they went ahead with it, and so when I was talking about the casting thing, I don't think the main actress can hold it together for the rest of the season because I've played the game and I like that actress who played Ellie. And it was very good, and you can compare the scenes, and it's like, the game, I never thought I'd say this, but the game acting is better than these HBO actors. Like, even Joel, the guy that did Joel, whoever did Joel, was great. Like, all that acting in the game is so much better than the show. So, that's what I mean by the casting. And, and there's all sorts of talk about it, about who's in it and everything, but me personally, I think the game acting is so much better already. So we'll see. We'll see what the next episode is.
I haven't played the game, so I can't state. And I'm definitely not going to look into it now until this is over.
Right.
But
yeah.
At the moment, without having any attachment to the game at all, it seems great. It seems fine. I haven't really had any issues. The acting seems fine. I've had no problems with it. But
I actually enjoyed the contrast of someone who's played the game, and I'm in the middle. I've done like half and half, right? I've played a bit of it. I've watched probably too much of people playing it, and then of course there's a lot of like that middle ground that I didn't, if they're playing I watch that person play and there's stuff that they're doing, and then I'm not paying attention to their stream for X amount of time. I come back and they're progress further, so there's still gaps for me too. So there are some story plots that I know that will still hit me like, holy crap, I didn't even know that happened, right? So I'm excited for that. So I'm in that boat with you, Alan, where it's like I'm still excited to see where it goes. I'm with you. I'm indifferent about the acting. I just don't know when you hear that. I remember Breezy and I talking about it, it's like they got approved for 4 seasons. It's like what 4 seasons? What?
Yeah, that's a lot.
It sounds like that good. That's the thing. The person did that good. So
yeah, but it scares me that 4 seasons of what is intended to happen, does it become The Walking Dead? Like, does it just become so like drawn out? It's like, holy moly!
You think it's preemptive though? Because aren't they making a 3rd game?
There's not confirmed. Nothing's
not confirmed. Okay.
No.
Yeah, nothing confirmed with the 3rd.
There's maybe rumors, but nothing.
Yeah,
nothing
I'm wondering if they're gonna if they're trying to stagger it out with Sony right now, trying to figure out do this one, the next part of that season, and then the game comes out, or simultaneously the game comes out alongside the show, or the game comes out and the show comes out right after. I don't know.
That would be cool.
That would be smart.
I think if the show came out and then you got to play it, like the reverse of it, I think that'd be really cool. Yeah, I think that would be really cool.
Actually, I'd be down. Yeah,
that'd be interesting.
Especially
because more people are going to watch a show than probably play the game.
Correct.
It's just easier to watch a show.
Maybe. But a lot of people are mad. Like Pedro Pascal was the draw.
There you go. So with the suggestions, potential for it. Okay. So basically they're splitting up the second game into 2 seasons. And we don't know about the 4th yet. It's all up in the air.
What Chris was saying, like even with 2 seasons for the part 2, that's a lot. They're gonna draw that out. 7 episodes per 14 episodes.
Now it's 14. That's 5 more. I mean, it's a longer game. I get it though. I get it, but I would prefer it all at once.
The main guy from the first season's gone, so it's like the other thing is one thing they added that we haven't even talked about was the attack on Jackson. That's not in the game at all.
At all. Completely different. That's what I saw that too. I was like, what is happening? Yeah, because his brother's supposed to be with him. I mean, yeah, super cool. I agree.
Cool,
but I'm like, was that part? And that's another thing too. I'm glad you brought it up. It's like they went a certain way in the game, but of course they had multiple different threads, right? That they could have went left, right. Maybe there was a point in time where they thought Joel should live, but they said, they finally decided that he dies. Right? Attack Jackson, don't attack Jackson. So I think they have a lot of source material that they didn't put into the game that they're able to now inject into the show, right? Like, you don't just write something one way and run with it. You write it multiple different ways and you go, how do we want to push this information out? So there's got to be a lot of like having an artist and there's a bunch of unreleased music.
Oh yeah, Tupac, yeah.
So I feel like that's where we're at with that, and I'm super excited to see what they can do. But
yeah,
I'm with you.
Like, even that, like, why not just do episode 3? That's the whole episode, and then because no one's talking about it, from what I've seen, everyone's just talking about what happened to Joel.
It did get overshadowed.
It got overshadowed, and it was like you said, like I thought it was cool. It was very. I'm glad they added it. It was really fun. Gave some little bit more depth to the
world
in there. Yeah, just to the world. Yeah. I have some questions about how they just became unfrozen all of a sudden, but
I'll give you that. I'll definitely give you that. Well, they did. So they mentioned. Okay, they did mention earlier in the episode, in episode 2, I think it was. He mentions that they found a pile of these creatures, right? And that there was a layer of the frozen ones on top of what they didn't know how many were underneath it. So they were insulating underneath. So when she fell down, she basically made the noise, and the ones that were insulated came up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the same thing with the pipage, right? You got to remember the
and then the pipes. Yeah, that's the pipes as well. Yeah.
Right, and remember it's all a hive mind. You touch one strand of that fungus anywhere in the world, it's going to trigger. Oh my God, there's something at the. What I mean? It's like an anglerfish. Like something touched it. Let's go attack it. Right. So when they were breaking up all that pipage, it also didn't help.
What's that like storyline? I think should be followed, but it's almost a whole separate show at that point because none of that's in the game, right? Mm-hmm. Like you're not gonna have a game of burning, weeds in a pipe, right? Like there's no gameplay there. But yeah, I'm curious about it, and there's great story there. I think that can be made, but that's almost a whole different show. It's like a spin-off.
Like I said, that kind of goes into like the Snyder cut, right? Like there's a bunch of stuff.
I just looked it up just to make sure, but I will say the 2 creators of the Last of Us games that I've done with the story, Neil Druckmann and I don't remember the other guy's name right now. Druckmann. They are involved in the writer's room, and they actually wrote 2 of the last episodes for the last season. So they're very much involved in the show.
Right.
So I'm kind of curious. I know in the first season I was watching some of the special things. I should check out the podcast. There is a podcast that they're doing to discuss it. But I know for the first season, they said they changed some things, but they changed it on purpose because they wanted to change it. There are things about the show they wanted to change, but they were much more minor than this one. It seems like there's some very extreme changes. I'm wondering why. I'm kind of wondering why they feel that way. Is it because of the negative reaction? Because I remember when Last of Us 2 came out, I didn't play it, but I remember the fan base was split, like pretty heavily. Yeah. It was really much whether you loved it or you hated it. It's what it felt like.
I feel like I fell in the middle.
The middle? That's good.
Yeah, I liked it, but like the first one's still way better. I get the message that they're trying to get, and but like some of the choices they made in the game, and again, I'm not going to reveal all that. It's just like, why? Like, okay, all right, fine.
All right. We could talk about this more later, but we got to pump the brakes here because we got to wrap up here. soon.
Jacob Minkoff was the other creator.
Yeah, Jacob Minkoff. Yeah, I looked it up because I remember hearing about it, but I want to make sure. But it does appear to be there on the. They're very much involved with the show.
Yeah.
So that means that they're changing things.
Good. Again, that goes back to the hidden tapes. Like, there's a lot of stuff that they probably wanted to inject into the game, and like Kyle was saying, like that doesn't really translate into good gameplay. But there's a lot of story plots. Like, we really wanted to do the Jackson thing early on, but was that important enough for us to put that into the game? So let's, you know what I mean? Like, so I can see where they're just.
There was supposed to be a multiplayer that maybe would have told a little bit of the story, but they canceled that like completely. So, you know, maybe that's part of it. You know, there was a whole planned multiplayer that just got scrapped for part 2 because I don't know why, but maybe there was a little bit of these storylines tied into that. And that was another thing that pissed a lot of people off because the first game had a really cool multiplayer, very fun. A lot of people into it, and then it was announced for number 2, and then it canceled completely, and it's just like, so, and then they just keep remastering it. I don't know if you guys saw the latest. You can buy.
Yeah, I've been waiting for the remaster to go down in price for the first one. Well, I haven't been watching it closely.
Now. Have you seen the
bundle? For how much?
$100. For the yeah.
I want to pay like $20-$25 for that.
Right? Okay, so we're on the same page there because you could get
I don't want to play the old one though. I want to play the remastered one. I want to play the one from the PS5.
The PS5 remaster?
Yeah, that's what I want to play.
You can still get them for like $30 on eBay each.
Okay, maybe I should look on eBay then. I just don't want to. I don't want to pay $100 for the 2 games. I don't know when I'm going to play them. That's the other thing too. I'm already knees deep. I'm trying to pull off of this. I want to talk more about Last of Us. We'll have to talk more next week. I think Chris will get caught up, and we'll definitely have to discuss this each week. I love this. I love this discussion.
Cool. I'm down.
But before we end out, Chris, did you have something you wanted to talk about first on your soapbox? I think you're the one who said something.
Yeah, I did, and I do. Kinda, a little bit, maybe. I don't know. It just something came up in backstage, and Kyle was talking about vacationing hard, and I'm gonna try
I said that one time I said it.
But it sticks in the back of my brain, and like in a good way, not in a bad way. Like it makes me very mindful of my downtime.
Yeah.
So I think that this summer, and I've always talked to myself about doing this since I've kind of picked up this content creation hobby, because it really is it's a hobby, right? I do it for fun. It's not really, I'm out here trying to monetize everything like crazy. But I feel like this summer I may go full time, right? I may like set a healthy schedule, get up on time, do like a 4 to 6 hour kind of like stream, like so that it keeps me in some sort of healthy rhythm. Because when coming back from vacation, especially a long vacation like summer, and getting back into the school, like that first, I want to be fair, I've gotten a lot better at it, but at least that first 3 weeks, almost a month, like those first like 15 to 20 days of school is so freaking awful. It's hard, it sucks, no one enjoys it. You're simply running on just dopamine because you're seeing all the faces again, like you're seeing all the kids. It's like, oh my god, it's so much fun to be here, but you're like, oh my god, everything hurts. Like my teeth hurt, I don't understand how. Like my freaking like my pinky toe on my right foot is just aching for no reason. Like just your whole body is in reboot mode, and it takes some time to kind of get those engines revving. So I felt like if I just keep it idling all summer long, rather than just sitting it, throwing the cover on it and putting it into the garage and say, hey, let's knock the dust off, is like, I think it'll really help. So I figured instead of picking up a summer job, because that's what a lot of other people do, is I just gonna, like you, Alan, like you have your seasonal job, like you have a heavy season, like get a seasonal. It's like, I don't want to do retail.
I did summer school once.
Yeah, well,
and it's actually really chill. Summer school, I was expecting the worst, and it was like the chillest.
The best.
Yeah, it was the best.
So, streaming full time, effective immediately. Hold on, I can even.
Hey. You serious about this?
No, yeah. June 5 or I think it's June 6 is the last day.
Dude, okay.
So effective immediately June 9.
Minecraft only.
No.
Just kidding.
But that and see that's where thank you, that where I circled back to. Part of that full timeness is having those live services, right? Like those what's it called? Those servers open.
Servers. Yeah.
So that I'm able to jump in and people are able to jump in, whether it's Minecraft, whether it's Project Zomboid, whether it's 7 Days to Die, freaking Valheim. That's fun that you guys mentioned that. Like there's a lot of games out there that have that live service. You can pay, a live service server to stay up while you're not on it or things like that to service your community. So full time, June 9th. I'm saying it now. It's one of those like affirmations. You have to say it and then you have to write it down somewhere to hold yourself accountable. So now I'm saying it. Now I got to write it down somewhere and then hold myself accountable.
Yeah. I was going to say, make the announcement on Instagram. Do a little.
I'm not ready for that. I think the next couple of weeks.
And nail it in.
The next couple of weeks, I'll be putting together a schedule, right? Like I want to make sure that I'm working out. I'm making sure I'm eating. Like there's other things I need to do, obviously, because I'm coaching too over the summer. But I want to make sure that I can put a schedule down, at least for the month of June, like June 9 through 27. I'm able to put down Monday through Friday. This is what it's going to look like. So I really want to make sure I'm doing it right.
I love it. I'll tune in, except for when I'm out of town. But
heard.
I do like
a phone.
There you go.
Yeah,
Get on him.
I mean,
on him.
Like when we're out with the family, like
just put it on the background. They won't mind. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, no comment. But I on a real note, I do really appreciate when streamers have even just a loose schedule, right? Like, hey, I plan on doing these days. If I miss a day or two, whatever. But it does help because then I know, hey, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, I can tune in and watch this guy, and I look forward to some of it. And I think it's a good idea. I room for you. I hope the best. And
then it also help us too, right? Every Tuesday we're ready to rock.
This
and roll.
is yours, yeah. And we're here.
Yeah. So we're good. Like, so that's another thing. Tuesday's already locked in, and hopefully by that time, I don't know how long it's going to take us to get Tiny Tina's through, but we'll be ready to load up another game, and we just rinse and repeat. So Tuesdays will be a lock for whatever we're doing. So I've already thought about some automatic stuff that's happening. So I want to do it. I want to challenge myself. It'll be a good summer challenge if I can get through it. Right. And then when I get back to work, I just kind of hold my head up. I was like, I really set a goal and I was able to accomplish it. So, just going with a different outlook.
That's a good idea. And if you can document, you taught me this, document as much as you can, just so you know, like, hey, this worked, this didn't. And you look back on it and you go, yeah, this was great. This was a really good idea. And, thank you to all my fans. I'm going on tour in 2027. So,
yep.
All right.
That was it.
Awesome. Good to hear. Looking forward to hearing more updates on K Bizzle's streaming schedule. But yeah, so thanks for joining us. Unless you have something else to say, Kyle, I think we're done.
Bye.
Okay. All right. Yeah. All right. Okay. So we'll see you next time on Nerd BS.
Nerd BS.